Hello beautiful souls and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're not new. My name is Sanja and my channel is all about making your life happier and better, to be better version of yourself and to discover more things that make you joyous and to expand even more. And if all of the methods and everything resonate with you, subscribe, like this video, share it to someone if they want to learn as well how to be better. So today I'm going to be talking about this is developing your brain part 2, and if you've seen the part 1, I'm wearing the same blouse because I'm just filming this video after developing your brain part 1. Reason being is I saw what's after that first part in the book, and this is the book that I'm using to the memory book, where you can find all these little tools how to memorize different things. Of course, this is in Serbian version. I'll link the English version down below, and how to train your memory, because no one has a bad memory. You either have untrained or trained memory, and I want you to have trained memory. I think when you're smarter, when you're intelligent, when you know things, you feel more confident, you feel more you feel self-worth when you do some things that maybe others don't. I don't want any kids to feel stupid, or any adult. You're supposed to have your brain better and better and better in age, but you stop training it. That's the reason why you feel like you can't remember anything, like your brain is falling apart. Developing new neurons is not a thing, but before we used to think that you couldn't. You can. If you don't know how and everything, I talk about it in my previous video. I'll link that below this one, so you can see the first part. But why am I filming right after? Because I see that after the first part goes how to memorize the list of certain things. Let's say you go shopping and you need a list to do something. Now let's see what they have as a list here. I've read this like 10 years ago. Again, I know this, so it's not hard. I really should have. There you go. So there's a list here. I'll just read it from here because I don't need to. Some things you have a list and you're trying to remember it by heart, whatever that may be, whether it's the list, what you need to do in a day, whether it's what you need to buy, whatever that may be. If you have a list of doing certain things, this is the quickest way to do. Again, I've known about this for so long, and that's why I'm making this video straight away, so you can have this as well. Now, first one is, I have to translate this. I think it's symphony orchestra. I'll just say orchestra, I don't know how. Let's say you have 1 orchestra, 2 prayer, 3 watermelon, 4 volcano, 5 motorcycle, 6 sun, 7 pie, 8 flowers, 9 spaceship, and 10 what is that, like cornfield, I think you say cornfield. Okay, so how to remember lists. Like in the previous video where I talked about the shape and the number, you need to use all of your imagination, tricks or whatever that you can think of, whether it's smells, whether it's noise, whether it's just doing something silly, unthinkable, something that you're gonna memorize it better, that's gonna stick with you. If it's something ordinary, you're more likely to forget it. You want it to be outrageous. You want it to be something that maybe you don't even see in cartoons, but just to tell you how, I don't like using the term out of the box, because I don't even think box exists. We just make stuff up. But but you want to be as outrageous, let's say, as possible. So let's say an orchestra. Okay, an orchestra, and then now they're all playing, they're all in sync, but then something happens, and then everything just starts falling apart. I don't know, let's put guitar in. Okay, they even play the guitar, they play the piano, they play the flute. Everything starts falling apart. They don't know what's going on. And they decided to pray. Okay, let's do a prayer let's do a prayer that everything is gonna go okay, everything is gonna be fine. And they do that. They open their eyes and there's a watermelon in front of them. And they're like, yaha! And they cut the watermelon in half. Out of that, the watermelon comes in two pieces. And all of a sudden, it starts building this volcano. This lava goes everywhere. And they're like, oh my God, what have we done? And no, out of the blue, the James Bond on a motorcycle comes in, sweeps all the watermelons, takes them into safe place into the lake, and then they all just dry. The sun comes out and it's all shining and nice. And then all the people from the orchestra decide to go out, rest a bit, and eat some pie. They look around and there are all these flowers around them. And then they look in their pie, there's even flowers in their pie. Where are these flowers coming from? They look upside, it's a spaceship. And from the spaceship, all the flowers are coming down. That's ridiculous. How is this even happening? Oh my God, aliens, no, in the spaceships. Okay then, that sounds weird. But then they look right over there and the spaceship lands on the cornfield. And all these people from the orchestra just go back and they're like, okay, the life isn't bad, we'll just keep on playing. Now, I gave you my version. I don't think that's what it is in here. But anyway, what I want you to realize and memorize from this is how outrageous you can be to making a list. You do any list that you want, ask someone to do you a list, and you can even try it now to see if you can memorize in order what things were. So we have an orchestra, or you know what, I'll let you do it on your own. It's super easy. Or pause this video and then I'll do it. Okay, pause the video. Let's see if I can remember it because I haven't seen the list before. I mean, I have, but like 10 years ago. Okay, so we have an orchestra. What do? They start playing, something happens, they decide to pray for it. Okay, so number 2 is a prayer. They pray for it. They open their eyes, they see, watermelon. They decide to, so number 3, watermelon. They decide to cut it in half. What happens? A volcano rises above it. So that's number 4, it's a volcano. Then the James Bond comes in on a motorcycle, number 5, motorcycle, and swoops it all in the lake. Then the sun comes out. So number 6 is the sun. You can actually see I'm trying to think it because I haven't done this list. Okay, the sun comes out. So the people decide to go out and eat some pie. So number 7 is a pie. Then they look around, they see all these flowers. Number 8, flowers. The flowers are coming from above. A spaceship. Number 9, a spaceship. Then they see spaceship goes there. On a cornfield, 10, a cornfield. So, you see? So I don't know how many from the list have you done it. The thing is to try to remember is obviously in order. You can also try a different list. Try to memorize it without the mnemonic techniques. Although when you know them now, maybe it's going to be a bit easier. Maybe you won't be able to remember all 10 from the first try, but try it. Try again to be as outrageous. Try to put sounds, maybe someone farting, wherever you want. The smell of like, oh, that stinks. Maybe someone farted on the pie. I don't know. You can do whatever it is that you desire. And again, if you have a list, if you don't have where to write it down, if you have, again, it can be any sort of lists. This is the way that you memorize. Or maybe if you're doing a presentation, let's say, and you want to remember which of these goes first, you want to be able not to look maybe on your papers or on the board as much. You want to be able to memorize what goes first in the presentation if you're doing it for your work, for your job, for whatever. it's then super easy to do it like this, and then you'll have everything in order. You'll know which goes first based on your story and how you memorize to do it. So this has been another developing your brain part 2. And again, I want, in every single video, I'll ask for you if you have any hacks, if you have anything that you think that developed your brain better, you were able to memorize things better. What are your maybe even books that you learned how to use your brain better? It doesn't have to be just about memory, it can be about anything, but something about developing your brain. Okay? Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.